Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Trouble Free. In today's video I'm going to explain you about transactional analysis in the subject of organization behavior. In the previous video we have learned what is Johari window, why do we use it and all, right? This was also a type of personality evaluation technique. So let us see. So basically you have to understand what is transaction before understanding what is transactional analysis. Okay, so and yeah guys, if you're having your exam schedule nearby, just let me know the date of your exam along with your university name in the comment section so that I can make videos according to your exam schedule and also by the time of your exam schedule according to your college syllabus. Okay, so any communication exchange between two people is called transaction. Suppose I am speaking to you and you're speaking to me. I asked what's your name and you replied my name is. So that is a transaction. Any communication exchange between two people is called as a transaction. Got it? And this transaction analysis was given in 1950s, and it is a method of analyzing and understanding the interpersonal behavior. In order to understand the interpersonal, that is between two persons, how the conversation is going on, how they are behaving with each other. Okay, so in order to understand that, we are using this transactional analysis. Okay, so the study of transactions between two people is called as a transaction analysis. You understood what is transaction? When two people are talking to each other, when two people are communicating with each other, that is called as a transaction. And what is transaction analysis? Study of these two people's communication or their behavior, how they are talking to each other, what question this person asked, what answer did that person give, are both are similar to each other, both are matching or not. All those things we will be learning in this transaction analysis. Okay, so transaction analysis assumes that there are three ego states that make up the human personality. Okay, so ego means not that ego, like ego what we have, not that ego. So basically there are three ego states through which you can decide the personality of an individual. Okay, so first one is the parent, and second is the adult, and third is the child. Okay, let us first see about each of the ego states, and then let us learn about the types of transaction analysis. Why? Because those transaction analysis are divided into three types based on these three ego states only. So that is why let us learn this one first. Okay, first one is a state in which people behave, feel or think, or they express or they believe, or whatever it is, the behavior of the people, the behavior of a person will be similar to their parents, like how our parents think. Say how we think and how our parents think is different from each other, right? They think in a broader sense, like they take everything into, they take all their experiences into consideration, they think about so many things and they come up to a decision and they behave. But we do not think like our parents, right? So people who think like their parents will come into this ego state. Okay, and it can be of two types, a critical parent or a nurturing parent. Critical parent means what? Who is always strict. Nurturing parent means what? Who is always pampering. So this doesn't mean that you are a parent, you are thinking like a parent. You will not come into parent ego state only if you are a parent. Even if you are not a parent also, you are thinking like them, you are thinking, your thought process is like parents, then in that case you will come into this category. Got it? Next is the adult ego state. In adult ego state, it is a stage in which a person behaves according to situation, not like a parent or not like a child. They do not learn behavior either from their parents or looking at the children. They learn behavior themselves. They learn through the experiences. They do not have a predefined behavior like, okay, this person is younger to me, so with this person I must be rude, I must be demanding. Okay, this person is elder to me, so with this person I have to be respectful. Like that, they do not have a predefined behavior. Okay, they will be behaving according to the situation. This is about adult ego state. Next is child ego state. In child ego state, a person will be behaving, a state in which a person behaves similarly like how they did in their childhood. like behaving illogically, taking quick actions, like how they used to be in their childhood. See, we say some people like they do not they are still having child mentality, or they are still having a kid mentality, we say, right? Those people will come into this category. Okay, so we have three ego states: parent, adult, and child. Now based on these three ego states, let us divide the transaction into three types. Okay, so first we have, there are three transaction types depending on the ego states, and they are complementary transaction, non-complementary, and ulterior transactions. Okay, now let us see about each of them. So first is complementary transaction. This complementary transaction is also called as parallel transaction. Why? Because when you are sending a request or a stimulus or a message, you're sending something and you expect the result, right? You expect the response. So if you are getting the expected response, then it is called as the complementary transaction. Okay, so in terms of ego state, that is, you are sending a stimulus or a request or a message to one particular ego state, and you're expecting the same, you're expecting the response also from that ego state only. In that case, it is called as a complementary transaction. Okay, so simple. See, in this diagram, stimulus is sent from parent to child, and the response also is coming from child to parent. Okay, got it? That's all. So again, I'm telling you, in this transaction, when a person is sending the stimulus and receives the expected response from the other person in terms of ego state, then it is called as a complementary. Parallel. Why it is parallel? You are sending a response and you are sending a stimulus and you are getting the expected response. Parallel, there is no clash, right? Whatever you sent, the same response you're getting for the same. Okay, so here both people are satisfied and the communication is said to be completed, because the sender has sent the message, and or the question, whatever it is, the sender has sent, and the response is also in the same. Let us move on to the non-complementary transactions. So non-complementary transactions are also called as cross transactions. Simply, they are opposite to the above case. Okay, you do not get the expected response. Here we said, like, we get the expected response, right? The same thing you can write in this transaction, stimulus and do not get the expected response, you have to write here. That's all. Okay, so if you are not getting the expected response, then it is called as a non-complementary or a cross transaction. See, here you have a cross transaction. Okay, so you can write like the stimulus and response. So this is stimulus and this is response. Guys, PAC means parent, adult, child. Okay, so as the response is not as expected, the sender will wind up the conversation. For example, you are speaking to a person, you are asking something and he is giving you something. You went to a shopping mall, okay, and a sales person is there. You are asking him something, you are asking him for a shirt or a trouser or whatever it is, but he is giving you something else. So you'll definitely get irritated, right? You'll be there for 2 or 3 minutes and then you'll feel like, okay, I'll go to other shop, and you'll come outside. So you don't feel like talking to that person. You don't feel like extending the conversation because you're not getting the expected answer. So that is why the conversation will be winded up. Got it? And here in this case, both people are not satisfied and the transaction is also not completed. Why? Because the sender is not getting the expected response, right? So the question of the sender is not yet cleared. He did not get the answer to his question. Got it? So this is about non-complementary transactions. Now after non-complementary transactions, we have the ulterior transactions. Okay, so in ulterior transactions, they are also called as duplex transactions. Why duplex? They have double meaning. I'll tell you, they are the most confusing transactions as they have double meaning. So double meaning means, you already know, double meaning jokes and all will be there, no? So double meaning means you will be saying a statement. Suppose you did something wrong, and you did something worst, really very worst, and your parents come and say, very good job. So that is what they are sarcastically telling you that you did worse job, you have did something bad. Okay, they are sarcastically scolding you, right? Actually, to the everyone, so I mean to people who doesn't know about the thing you did, and to people who don't know how your parents talk, what other people will think? They will think that, oh shit, oh, those parents are very supportive, they are supporting their kid and all. But what you will understand, you will understand the real intention of your parent, right? So that is what everyone understanding, one meaning will be there, but that some hidden meaning will be there. Okay, so single message, single conversation only, single statement only, two messages will be there. In that, one message is understandable to everybody, but there will be some hidden message which only you can understand. Okay, that is about the ulterior transactions. Okay, they are unwanted or undesirable transactions, not only parent and kids. If it is between parent and kids, that's okay, but if it is between somebody else outside, then it is going to be definitely a bad thing, right? So they are always unwanted and they are undesirable transactions. For example, sarcastic messages or sarcastic statements or whatever it is. Okay, so and the conversation will be like this. Got it? So parent adult child and parent adult child, so stimulus and response. Okay, so this is about ulterior, that is one message and the other message, like two messages will be there in a single statement. That is what ulterior means, double meaning, simple. Okay, so this is about types of transactions and transactional analysis and all. So in the next video I'll explain about attitudes, and after attitudes I guess it is job satisfaction. Yes, so yeah, that's all guys. Thanks for watching the video till the end. If you're still having any doubts, let me know in the comment section, and let's meet up in the next coming video with another topic. Bye.